Moving on to the teams that say, I understand why many people may not like watching you, but they tripping. These teams are fun, even if y'all are hating on these teams. The first one, as you can imagine, the OKC Thunder coming off a championship. They were hated. I mean, honestly speaking, between the conversations about Shea getting to the foul line, the team interviews that some people saw corny, all of the other things, the hacking from Lou Dort, the fighting from Lou Dort, the hacking from Alex Caruso. Some of them I can understand why y'all hate, don't get me wrong. But as a whole, I think y'all tripping about not watching Thunder games, because I think that, especially as of late, their games have been more interesting compared to the first month and a half, 2 months of the season where they were just blowing everybody out. They're actually in games now. Some of these games are coming down to the wire. And Shea is really putting on the backpack. And again, I know that some of y'all hate watching Shea, but I want y'all to take off those bias glasses. Just watch Shea for what it is. The man is literally looking like one of the best shooting guards or point guard, wherever you want to put him, guards ever. And because he might embellish a foul here, some of y'all are overlooking the efficiency that he plays with. I'm just saying, I still love watching the Thunder play. Next team is the Suns. And the reason they're in this tier, because I think that some people may not think about watching the Suns because they really don't have much star power compared to the rest of the league. Obviously, Book, before his injury, was there and doing good stuff. But it's one of the best team ball teams that you'll have in the entirety of the NBA, right? By committee ass team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Offensively and defensively. And I just feel like you don't get that to a high tier in the NBA. You see teams be by committee teams and they'll be a 500 team. This team is 11 games over. They're 2 games away from hitting their preseason over-under right now before All-Star break. One of my favorite teams to watch all season long because they shouldn't be this good. Dillon Brooks shouldn't be breaking down defenders and score 40. He shouldn't, but he is. Colin Gillespie shouldn't be as productive as he is, but he is. Next one is the Celtics. I think people kind of got bored with the Celtics style of play, the three-point shooting and so on, but obviously it's so much more than that. This is a really, like, by net rating, really elite team. Fun team to watch on a nightly basis. Jaylen Brown has been playing amazing. Derek White has gone through a few slumps so far this season, but his impact goes deeper than just his lack of three-point shooting as of late. And I was talking to Cam Johnson on Old Man in the Three. I call them backup center U, where like every backup center that goes to the Celtics end up just being good centers eventually. Luke Kornet was not looked at as a good ball player overall. He had his things. He may have one superfan in Jim Boylan, but other than that, people didn't really look at Luke Kornet as a guy. He's a real guy. Nemaz Cater's a real guy. Luka Garza's turned into a real guy. They just find a way to make real guys that are backup guys. The last team on this list is the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors don't play a pretty solid basketball. So I can understand why people just wouldn't tune in to the Raptors. It's pretty to me. I don't know. I be nostalgic sometimes about those really hard-nosed, great defensive teams. That's why I really love watching the Pistons. Spoiler, you haven't heard them just yet. And the next tier is cream of the crop. I really love watching the Pistons because of that defense. I really love watching Scotty Barnes' defense. He's number 1, number 2, number 3 in DPOY this season, depending on what happens with Wemby on the second half of this year. They're a fun-ass team to watch. And they have been able to put it together even with, for most of this season, Emmanuel Quickley wasn't very good. Recently, the boy don't miss. With RJ Barrett missing a lot of this season, with Jakob Poeltl having his back issue and not playing, and they're still better than anticipated. If they had a healthy team and they were sitting at 29 and 21, you'd be like, oh, that's really cool. But when you account for all of the injuries they've dealt with, it is even more impressive. My last tier is the 7 teams I believe are the cream of the crop when it comes to NBA League Pass rankings. The first team we got to mention is the Hornets. The Hornets are the only sub 500 team that could ever be in my League Pass rankings being this high. They are the most fun team to watch in basketball right now. I said that when you're in the same tier, I'm not ranking it. Damn it, I've ranked this one. They are the most fun team to watch in basketball right now. Between Brandon Miller just straight up breaking out right before our eyes, even with him dealing with that heavy shoulder injury. He's playing basketball with like a football pad on his left, what's his right? I think it's his left arm. And he's still going out there, yak out, 4-point play. Don't jump on because I'm going to dunk on you. Musa Diabate, him, Con Knipple, and LaMelo Ball, that 4-man lineup has an offensive rating of 146. Their net rating was plus 20. That does not compute in my brain, man. They have been that good over recently, and I just hate that they started off the season so poorly because I think I would much, much rather watch them in the postseason than watch the Hawks in the postseason, than watch the Bulls in the postseason, and rather watch them than the Miami Heat. But they may not be able to catch. Oh, no, they're a game and a half outside from the Atlanta Hawks. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And if the Bulls sell the bet line, which is something they probably should do, we might get some playing games for LaMelo again. It's been a few years, Melo. It's been a few years. Conker nibble, man. It might be yours. So they're at the top. The second team is the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers are sitting at 27-21. And the reason why they are here, let me look this up really, really quick. They are always in clutch games. They are fifth in the league. I'm sorry, no, in total clutch games. They are fourth in the league, tied for fourth in the league in total clutch games this season. I feel like every one of their games are down to the last 5 minutes. And even if it's not them looking amazing, it's another team looking amazing. If you're watching a 76er game, you're going to see something interesting. From Tyrese Maxey getting downhill and doing stuff at the rim, from VJ pull-up middies, from Joel Embiid, like straight up averaging 35 over the last however many games.
Hit subscribe for more news, highlights, and analysis from the NBA on NBC.